All right, Booking the Territory fans, I'm sitting here with someone from the Monday Night Wars. He worked for WCW. He was a part of, his name was Big Swoll, part of the No Limit Soldiers. This is Mr. Randy Thornton. Randy, what is going on, man?
Oh, man, just being blessed talking to you. Let's have some fun.
I hear you. So now I think this is the first time you've really done a podcast as far as wrestling goes, right?
This is the first interview I've done anywhere worldwide discussing wrestling.
Wow. Okay. So, hey, man, that's why I told you. I said before you even started recording, I was like, I just feel blessed, man, and I really appreciate you coming on talking to me about everything. And, whatever you want to say, whatever you don't want to say is all good with me. But one of the things I did want to, like, touch was I'll never forget when I saw back in, I guess it was 98, when y'all came out 98, 99, I had no idea that you were already, or prior to, had already spent years in wrestling. So I wanted you to talk about that because I don't know if it was just me or if it was just a common thing that people really just didn't realize. Man, this guy's been around. He's paid a bunch of dues. It's not like he just showed up on Nitro one night.
Well, you got to remember one thing, okay? It's a gimmick, okay? And what they wanted me to do was come in as a street thug. They didn't want me to come in as a wrestler. They wanted me to come in as someone who's untrained as a professional wrestler. And I started wrestling in 92, and I wrestled for 1 or 2 years in Minnesota. And I wrestled when the old, what is it called, AWA, with Vern Gagne, was going out of business. And I went to Japan, and I was in Japan for a while. And I stood in Japan, and I worked for New Japan. I worked for a guy by the name of Hashimoto. I know you remember him, Hashimoto. And I did that, and I got a phone call to go back and play Canadian football a year later. And I left Japan. I went and played football, and but I paid my dues, but my gimmick wasn't a professional wrestler. They wanted me to be a street thug. I was trained by probably I consider one of the best trainers in professional wrestling, and that's Brad Riggins. And Brad Riggins, he trained the Road Warriors, Demolition Team, Kurt Hennig, and I think the new guy, what's the guy who does MMA? I can't think of it.
You talking about Brock? Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was his best person that he ever trained. I just talked to Brett like 4 or 5 months ago, and we talked for a couple hours on the phone. But I first got started by a guy by the name, everybody remember, Big Cat Ernie Ladd, and he was the one. Yeah, and he was coaching at Texas Southern at the time, and he the one who got me to go to Minnesota. And so, so I've been a wrestling fan all my life, but I thought wrestling be in my blood, but it's not in my blood. I tell people, in my lifetime, the only people who get rich and famous in wrestling are the promoters. The wrestlers die broken young, and that's something I didn't want to do. Like I say, I know the Nasty Boys and all those guys. I know personally. I was in school. I came after them, and also was with the Baby Bull. What's his name? Leon White. They call him Big Van Vader.
Yeah. Leon. Yeah.
We all went to the same wrestling school.
Yeah.
But I can wrestle when I want to, but that just wasn't my gimmick.
That wasn't what they put you out there for.
No, I was just supposed to jump off the streets and get into the ring and wrestle, and that's what I did. But sometimes I read some stuff, I read some stuff online, and fans are not too nice. They're not nice.
Yeah.
And they say some terrible things about me, and I'm a family man, I'm a Christian man, and people. I know that the wrestling fans are kind of rowdy people, but it's like I told this guy in the supermarket one day, that's wrestling, but I will whip your ass, in real life.
For real.
I mean, I can throw some hands.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
So, don't get it twisted. But my history, yeah. But but I was, matter of fact, I read some other day, and some guys were saying, is Randy Thornton the same Randy Thornton who wrestled in the 25-year anniversary for New Japan in Osaka Castle? And I wrestled Hashimoto. And the guys were saying, no, that's not him, that's not him. Yes, that was me. I did wrestle on the 25th anniversary for New Japan in Osaka Castle. And yes, that is Swoll. That's Randy Thornton. So
see that's what people. That's what I'm saying. That's what people. I don't think they realize that, because I never forget. I'm telling you. I remember when y'all made y'all debut. I was working the Indies at that point, and sure enough, I had been. I don't say. I remember when Master P and all that was real popular, like in '96. It felt like when y'all came around with that gimmick, it was a little bit after the height that they had reached in New Orleans. Well, I don't want to say New Orleans at that point, but everywhere. And I remember going, I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't realize, I'm admitting, I didn't even realize at that point that you had done as much as you had done in the business, just because of the way they, like you said, the way they presented you. And then come to find out, doing research, I was like, man, this dude, he traded with Brad Rangers. He done been in Japan. I mean, he done been all over the world. He know, like you were saying, Chris Benoit, you knew Chris, and just pretty amazing, like the track record and the experiences you got well before you were a part of the Monday Night Wars with WCW and whatnot. So that I found that real amazing. In a nutshell, man. Just to tell you, that was good, man. Because I know, and the guys that I've talked to that have been in Japan, they're like Del Wilkes, the Patriot. I interviewed him.
Right.
He was he spent plenty of time over there, and he was like, I really liked it. I really, I had a good time.
I love it. I mean, the fans are so nice over there. I mean, they get into it real heavy. Especially when you're doing mixed martial art wrestling matches like I did. Because I'll be honest with you, and I'm not saying it, I'll be honest with you, I think I probably did one of the first mixed martial arts matches with gloves on in the wrestling ring. And that's with Hashimoto. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm historical or anything. I don't know if anybody's done it, but at that time they asked me to do it, because they wanted me to go there and show my martial arts skills,
right.
against a professional wrestler. And see, people don't realize in Japan they go by rounds, first round, second round, third round, and that's how we did it, and I had a good time.